And the Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Russell. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They get to the line quickly.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Hale. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or a safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's in open space downfield.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
So after the first down run, here's second down. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
To the air, it's Maddox. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. He leaves it with his back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the down.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the outside. He's running free down the middle. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking for a huge play. Makes a grab deep. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside, and then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver, it can create some huge plays for this Arkansas offense.
Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on second down. Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And it'll be down right there. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He wants to change this route. Takes it from the gun on third down. Looking down the middle. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
This crowd knows when to bring it. The give on the option. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Looking for space. It's Hill. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, and Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to
Breaks into the open. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with the target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Arkansas.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. The short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. On the move, it's Young. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Bunch formation for these receivers. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Russell. Going to take a shot at this DB.
football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you?
There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Maddox. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the Razorbacks will have it first and 10. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Got out of trouble and throws. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 17 to Northwestern. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Finds a man on the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Alabama pushing the tempo. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's open on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got a man, it's Hale. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to run for it. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Russell. Looking for the goal line. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. And oh, he's got some space. Creates a little room. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paulo, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. It's Hale. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Breaks the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got it, looking for the first down. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week long.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
From the gun, give on the inside. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. The run from the shotgun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the run, now to throw. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Fires left. Rolls it in. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Takes it the other way. Touchdown time! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, Dave. Turning it on! That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Arkansas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does. Throw down the field. Receiver catches it and then does the rest. Takes it in to the end zone for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game,
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they can continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Now the play fake. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's Russell. On a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Adams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Caught close to the marker, it's Edwards. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Might be changing the route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gives it on the option. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
To the air. It's Maddox. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Great job using his body and getting the foot down for the catch on the left sideline. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is. When the defense gets that stop on third down, fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves. There he goes! Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And you've
created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready?
To the air, it's Russell. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Send that offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And the Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Leaves it with the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Sabre back and leaves it. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
The Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And they can't make the play on third down.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Fitted in the window for the score. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by just 4 to Middle Tennessee. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Snagged out of the air.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hale. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Wants to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And the pass is knocked away, incomplete, but that defensive play is not going to stand. They were a little too rough on the quarterback. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He lets one fly deep, and it's caught inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now on the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And with that kick, man, we got a 1-possession game. Here's the good thing. Good news is you got all 3 timeouts, so you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. And what great field position to start. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Here's the pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Got a little space. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.